Obviously, the Detonators, as I said, they were the highest scoring team this week, and they are in first place. Obviously, the Detonators, as I said, they were the highest scoring team this week, and they are in first place. Obviously, the Detonators, as I said, they were the highest scoring team this week, and they are in first place.
Welcome to week 2 of the Tontos Demise podcast. I'm Detonators Tonto Bowl 6 champ.
And I am the Huber Squashers Tonto Bowl 1 and 3 champ.
And I had to play that for you alongside the picture of D'Angelo Williams because that's what's been going through my head all week ever since I heard Craig's podcast or his video cast. I was like, man, that is music to my ears, and I just have it replaying in my head over and over. It's like a broken record, and it's beautiful.
I believe you believe in the power of positivity, and Craig is giving you ammo to that belief.
That's exactly right. And I almost put the part in where he said the Isotopes were in 8th place, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to just put this about me being in first place, being positive. I'm not going to tear him down. But I'll still mention that he's in 8th place.
He was trying to build himself up, saying he was in 8th place above 9th through 12th.
Oh, did he say that?
No, I'm just saying that's
okay.
the Craig's mind right there. Trying to say I might be 0-1, but I'm only in 8th place, and we need to only 6 teams make it. I'm that close.
That's right. He's like, I'm in the 2nd tier. I'm not in the bottom tier.
Right.
Like I'm in the hunt. I'm on the bubble.
Yes,
but
like he was last year.
I have to say, like, from sitting up here way up on the top, like, it's a really long way down to see 8th place. I can barely make out Craig's beard.
How's the view?
It's beautiful.
Really?
I mean, I can see.
What's up there?
What's up here? Well, it's just myself, for starters, but I can see, like, pretty much the whole tri-state view. I can see Ohio, West Virginia.
Nobody likes Ohio.
I know.
That's big. That's why he's in Pennsylvania.
It's just a great view. I mean, the air is fresh, you know? I don't have all the horrible farts coming down from below.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Freaking you and
I think that's Bean.
Not Bean. What are you talking about? Bean's below. He's in 7th.
I'm saying, like, those farts.
No, that's
what
what Craig's smelling.
Yeah.
Craig's smelling Bean's farts. And we all know that Bean likes to eat.
That's true. He does.
Sorry,
you get
Craig.
some of those pesto farts.
Oh, that was gross.
Ooh.
I can't. Oh, man.
I bet it's tasty, though. You don't like pesto?
I don't know. That's a lot of pesto.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of pesto.
What do you use pesto for? Fettuccine?
Yeah, like pasta. Yeah.
Pasta.
That's a pile of pesto.
Helps you keep that hair real greasy.
I wouldn't mind trying some.
Yeah, not from Bean. I don't trust him anymore.
So, yeah, what are you thinking? You excited about week 2?
I am excited about week 2. I'm fresh off a win.
Yeah. Podcast is 2-0.
We are. I call us the podcast of power. Just like, there's the kitchen of love.
That's good.
Yeah, we are the podcast of power. Just like we are Goonies reference, sort of like pinches of power.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So.
And I predicted the kitchen of love would be 0-2, but they're 1-1.
They are 1-1. Keenan Allen was able to get the job done before he went kaput. He got that. I mean, what did he play? 1 quarter?
I think so.
And he still got 12 points,
yeah.
6 for 63. Yeah. Justin was ready to have like 200 catches for the year, and I don't blame him.
Sickening.
That's
just sickening. I mean,
that guy's name should be Mr. Glass.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It just hurts that he used a 2nd round pick for him.
Yeah,
but he can come back from it. At least he got the win.
He did get the win. He might not get much else.
No. We'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit more.
We will.
All right. So I heard you have another segment you want to try out here.
Just a new one called shout outs.
Okay.
We really like to say hi to people, give them a little credit.
Okay.
So I only got a couple shout outs. First shout out goes out to Jimmy Crick's cubicle neighbor.
Oh, right.
It seems we have an extra fan.
You told me
we
about
did not know about
this.
Yeah. Jimmy told me that he listens to the podcast at work. Thank you, Jimmy.
What's this guy's name?
I don't know.
We need to find out so we can actually say hi.
I just call him cubicle neighbor. And I don't even know what Jimmy does. I thought he was, I don't know, before he used to run a bunch of Mexicans in Washington, D.C. at a restaurant. And then I thought he was in insurance. But I guess insurance have a cubicle and insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this goes out to the fellow insurance man Thank you for listening to our show and tolerating us. And I'm a bit surprised that Jimmy puts this kind of not PG rated show on at his workplace.
I know.
We say fuck a lot.
Yeah, and Jimmy, if you want to, maybe just give him the phone number. He can call into the show.
Yeah, let him call in and tell us what he thinks of us.
Yeah.
I mean, bad or good. We like what do you call it? Constructive criticism.
That's right. I happen to notice that too. That we had like on the YouTube video last week, we had over 20 views. So I'm thinking like there's only 12 guys. Like
I didn't
who
even get
else?
to it, and I saw 15.
Yeah, who else is watching it? I mean, that's great.
There's people who aren't even in the league. We don't even know.
Yeah, random people.
Yeah, you just gotta watch this, man. So crazy. So, but yeah, that's my first shout out, and my second shout out goes to Justin Bahork.
Okay.
Because if a little story goes like this, after the draft, I was supposed to drive back to Pittsburgh and do my ESPN draft, where I had the #1 overall pick. So, just so you know, Brian Volchko sabotaged me without even knowing it. He refused, or he didn't tell me that the Squirrel Hill tunnels were closed.
I didn't even know. I made it through, no problem. They must have closed it right after me.
Maybe they closed it, and they said something about getting on the exit 77 Swissville, and it was jam packed and pouring down rain. And I'm sitting there looking at the time. Oh, I got time. And then slowly we weren't moving for half an hour. I said, I'm not going to make my draft. I got to get Antonio Brown. And like in this league, ESPN standard, it's just yardage and touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Their rankings are like Cam Newton #1 overall. I was like, if I get Cam Newton #1 and then I have to wait 28 picks because it's a 14-team league,
wow,
I'm gonna shoot somebody. But I was getting agitated, so I said, who can I call? And it was Justin Bahork. I said, Justin, you gotta help me.
Wow.
So we were on the phone doing this. He'd call me every once in a while. And
Did
I
he
said,
draft for you from his computer?
Yeah, I gave him the code, and then he picked for me. And
wow,
it was pretty tough. Because I'd be like, Justin, I want Antonio Brown #1. That's all I want. First thing he does is call me back and goes, man, we didn't get him. Of course, he started messing with me. And I was like, damn it, Justin.
You were #1 overall.
Yeah, I was #1 overall. And he's like, oh, we got Julio Jones. I was like, how do you want Julio Jones? I want Antonio Brown. How did I miss Antonio Brown? But it was pretty, in pouring down rain, and then he would call me back. I said, all right, call me back when the loop comes. And I had like 2 minutes or something like that. It was a really fast draft. And then one time he called me, and he's like, you got 20 seconds. These are the 3 people available. And I was like,
wow.
It's like, he's like, Drew Brees, Jordan Reed, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, at first I was like, Jordan Reed. And I go, no, Drew Brees. And he says, it's too late, you got Jordan Reed. I was like, damn it. But just to give you, we did pretty well, Justin. Our starting lineup was Alex Smith.
Everybody's fast forwarding right now.
It doesn't matter. Justin's listening. Alex Smith, I did him over Phillip Rivers. Then we had Latavius Murray, Giovanni Bernard, Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks, Jordan Reed, D'Angelo Williams, Chiefs D, and Steve Hauschka. And those are my starting team in a 14-team league. So I think we did pretty well. And Justin, you'll be happy to know that we won, and we had the highest score in the league with a whopping score of 132.
Wow.
Compared to our league.
I don't know what that is.
That's a real league without completions or receptions at all.
Not even half people.
Nothing. It's all standardized. It's just standard yards and touchdowns.
Okay.
So, but thank you, Justin. I appreciate it very much, and you were the only person I thought I might be able to trust.
Yeah, maybe you could like do a trade with him where he let him take advantage of you a little bit.
That was last year.
Okay.
So.
All right, I got a shout out off the top of my head. I don't know if you're gonna save this for unfinished business or not. I'm just gonna shout it out.
Probably.
I'm just gonna say, does it involve Jimmy?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, we'll save it for unfinished business then.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can shout out.
All right, yeah, good point.
Sure, we have differing views.
Yeah. Shout out to Jimmy for that amazing Photoshop in less than 5 minutes. When I opened it up, I had a huge smile, mainly because I didn't have to look at Craig's face the entire time.
Oh, yeah? That was a better view for you?
Yeah. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful Photoshop job he did. I thought it was well done with the Swedish flag behind you and the hair flowing in the wind. And
you're also complimenting Craig, though.
Why?
Because wasn't it Craig's idea?
It probably was.
Because he's the one that said I got to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Just to try to work something out, or a video cast.
If it is, that was really clever.
Mm-hmm.
Make Tontos Demise great again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Work of art.
I'm not saying anything about it.
Okay. I figure you have something else to say. That's the only shout out I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, we shall.
Unfinished business.